Before we start discussing Mr. Buffet's view on American Express, we will recap basic investing principles to understand why it's important to own strong businesses for a long term.
I have never had less than 80% of my money in American business.
General terms, unless you find the prices of a great company really offensive, if you feel you've identified it, and by definition, a great company is one that's going to remain great for 30 years. If it's going to be a great company for 3 years, it ain't a great company. I mean, so you really want to go along with the idea of something that if you were going to take a trip for 20 years, you wouldn't feel bad leaving the money in with no orders with your broker and no power of attorney or anything, and you just go on the trip and you come back and it's going to be a terribly strong company.
You need a stable personality. You need a temperament that neither derives great pleasure from being with the crowd or against the crowd. If we're right about a business, if we think a business is attractive, it would be very foolish for us to not take action on that because we thought something about what the market was going to do. We would never have cash around just to have cash. I mean, we would never think that we should have a cash position of X%. We want money employed, but we'll never employ it just to employ it.
Now let's hear what Mr. Buffet has to say about American Express stock and why we think that it's a solid long-term play.
Amex is growing around the world with individuals, is growing around the world with small businesses. You just saw the contract they made with Delta, which is probably the ideal partner that runs, for 8 or 9, whatever it may be, 9 or 10 years actually. It's, the billings go up per capita, they go up, the coverage spreads, and they're going to have loads of competition, and they always will. But they had, that's something. J.P. Morgan, took on the Platinum Card and was a competitor, and the Platinum Card had highest renewal rates that they've had, and they increased the price, I think, from $450 to $550 during a competitive battle, and retention improved, and new business improved, and 68% or so the new business was millennials. I mean, it is not an identical product with anything else, and as a premium card, it has a clientele which is large. It may be X% of the market, maybe 3/4 of X%, or whatever it may be. It isn't for the person that likes to have 5 cards and look every day at which one provides the most rewards that day, or in what gas stations or something of the sort. But it's got a very large constituency that has a renewal rate, a usage rate that's the envy of everybody else in the industry. So I like our American Express position very well.